Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Craft Parenting Podcast. Podcast about two Cincinnati craft beer lovers with a parenting problem. My name is Joe. This is my lovely wife and co-host Caroline.
Oh my
and
goodness.
I did it again.
You're murdering the snowman. Here, maybe he'll hang out on Das Boot. That will keep him elevated and semi-safe from you.
This is also the podcast where we have an enormous amount of Christmas decorations.
Exorbitant.
That's the exact same thing.
It is, but it's more fun.
So we are doing something exorbitant, you might say, this December. We are going through the entire Beervent calendar from Higher Gravity. If you want to know what Higher Gravity is, what Beervent is, go back and check out that first episode that we did at the beginning of the month. There's quite a bit of them right now.
Yep.
And this is day 15. So without further ado, what is day 15's beer?
What? Day 15's beer is Nakatomi Arctic Porter from Homestead Beer Company, or Homestead Beer Co. It is 12 fluid ounces, 7.4% ABV, and the description is Yippee Ki-Yay. I'm assuming there's a ha after that.
Yeah, quite possibly. I'm assuming that there is. That's the only thing that they say about this beer.
That is literally the only thing that they say about this beer. I searched multiple places for it, and that's all that they say.
Okay, well.
I mean, I can look up the style for an Arctic Porter and see if that means anything. I think I tried to do that, though.
Look up the brewery. The brewery is Homestead Beer Company. The can says they're from Columbus. So I haven't heard of them, so I'm excited to try this.
Found their website. Crafting simple pleasures. Ooh, that's a very dark beer. And a pretty tan head. We spent a decade perfecting our craft. From classic German Pilsners to American wheats, 2X IPAs, West Coasts, ambers, and more. We've never found a beer we can't make better, and we never stop trying. Visit us at our production brewery or stop by one of our community tap rooms to explore our beers and sample some of our classic American pub fare.
Continue with your reading.
That's all that they have. Beer tastes better when it's from here, according to their website.
So this is a porter, as you mentioned.
It's an Arctic Porter.
I don't know. I think they just wanted to make it like a homey beer, like a winter beer.
Yeah.
I don't know that Arctic porters mean anything. Maybe it's
an ice cube machine. That's the first thing that pops up when I try to Google it.
okay. Well, maybe
beer.
It's like an Icelandic thing. Wait, is Iceland the one that's populated and Greenland's just...
Both are populated. Iceland is green and Greenland is icy because the guy who named them backwards on purpose so he could have Iceland all to himself.
I think...
Because if you're choosing where you want to go, do you want to go to the place called Iceland or the place called Greenland?
Iceland's the one with the volcanoes, right?
Yes, they do have lots of volcanoes, though, so that might have slightly backfired on him.
But maybe this has something to do with the style up north in the Arctic, so it's an Arctic porter.
It's possible. I can't, there's nothing that super comes up. There's an Icelandic toasted porter from Einstock Brewing, which we had a beer from them earlier in Beervent.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be my truth, I guess, that it's like a northern style of beer.
It's when it's below zero outside.
Maybe it's Maybe they used a special hop or some grain from, well, I don't know that Iceland grows grain, but, or malt. Maybe they do something special. Maybe they like crash it to like 0 degrees or something. I don't know that the yeast will
Try
like
to get
that.
it to 0 degrees Kelvin.
I don't know that the yeast will like that, but my truth, as the kids say.
It's slightly roasty. It's a little smooth.
It's very smooth, very clean too.
Yeah.
So it's not. Sometimes porters are like overly roasted and heavy, and sometimes a little bit bitter. Not like an IPA bitter, but like a coffee bitter.
Yeah. Which I think I like less than an IPA bitter. I feel like I don't know. Like coffee bitter gets like, it feels like it seeps in there and just stays. Versus like a
It's
hop
not
bitter.
as clean. It's not as clean.
Yeah, a hop bitter kind of fades a little. It's got a shorter half-life.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for.
But this is a bit different. As we said, it does have a bit of that roastiness. Perhaps a hint of chocolate. And then very slight bitterness. It's mostly very clean and easy drinking. And you said this is
7.4%. Yeah.
It doesn't taste like that at all.
It does not. And that,
So this is a bit dangerous.
yeah, and I can only half taste stuff anyway. I'm hoping that next episode I can more contribute to sensory things.
Oh, yeah.
We shall see. But Die Hard references all around. I slept, but how was your first viewing of Die Hard this Christmas season?
I was editing our podcast until like 1 a.m. Was that on Sunday
It might have been.
or Saturday?
I'm not sure. Someday within the last 2 weeks, you watched Die Hard.
Yeah.
And I slightly listened to it, and then I went to bed because I was very tired.
I watched Die Hard before Christmas Vacation this year.
Yeah. Which, I mean, Christmas Vacation we might be able to watch with the kids, though.
They say the F word.
Oh, yeah. So the problem is, like, we watch a lot of 80s and 90s, like, Christmas TV in our house. We don't watch a lot of, like, modern Christmas TV. So there's, like, a lot of hell and a lot of stupid and, like, words the kids know they're not supposed to say.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really adorable, though, is we've watched Charlie Brown Christmas so many times because it's, like, our go-to for when the kids are going to go to bed. The kids have started to quote it. Like, they'll say the lines before the characters say the lines.
Yeah.
And then it's also, Lucy said stupid. We're not supposed to say stupid. Stupid's a bad word.
As they keep saying it
Yeah.
over and over.
So it's like, oh, yeah. Like, a lot of, like, and I've talked about this before, like, Oscar the Grouch in Christmas Eve on Sesame Street is very problematic. Like, he's a giant bully. And when I used to do my Caroline's rants, he was a rant one day.
Yeah.
And because he was just terrible. But it's like, the rest of it's really cute. But, like, there's just some editing decisions that I'd be like, let's just cut this bit out.
Well, there's some editing decisions in modern media as well.
Yeah, there is.
That I would argue is worse.
Yeah. So I want to watch Christmas Vacation with them, but I don't know if we're ready for that yet.
Yeah.
I think we watched the start of it with them.
Maybe.
Or maybe I started to play it and it's like, no, kids, you have to go to bed. Like, but it's a cartoon, so it's a kid's thing.
They were napping at my parents' house.
Oh, that's what it was.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
It was last year.
Yeah, but
Or
see,
2 years maybe.
people who say things like that are the same people that were Why Happy Tree Friends made it into the kids section of Netflix.
Happy Tree Friends.
We've covered this multiple times. gonna refresh your brain on Happy Tree Friends after this.
Gotcha.
Adorable, cuddly animals who murder each other.
Oh, like the South Park critters.
Yeah, the internet used to be a lot of fun. I started one day I was playing pretend with the kids, and the kids wanted to go somewhere, and I was like, "We should go to Candy Mountain, Charlie. Let's go to Candy Mountain," and it was so much fun.
Oh yeah. So getting back on track a little bit. Die Hard, Christmas movie.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
If it's not Christmas, the movie does not take place.
That's true. They're going to a Christmas event.
It's a work Christmas party
On Christmas Eve.
on Christmas, which, okay, that's terrible. At least make it like the 23rd, so your employees can see their families. But yeah, takes place on Christmas.
What about The Sound of Music, that song, Favorite Things?
I think people get tied up in the literally and figuratively brown paper packages tied up with strings, and they're just like, well, I think this is how it started. I think it started off with like a jewelry company or somebody using it in their commercial for like, this is what you should get your wife for Christmas. I feel like early Caroline remembers seeing that in commercials. I think that's how it started, was like, hey, we know what your wife's favorite things are. You should buy stuff from our store because we have those favorite things.
But that doesn't impact like the radio, does it?
Eventually it does, because that gets into people's minds. This is kind of a Christmas song because it's kind of talking about things that my wife might want for Christmas.
It's not a Christmas song, though.
Not really.
No. So I don't understand why the internet gets so up in arms about Die Hard and it being a Christmas movie or not a Christmas movie.
Because they're Grinches.
But no one ever talks about the Sound of Music song.
Yeah.
Favorite Things.
I mean, nobody's arguing that the Sound of Music movie is a Christmas movie. Now, people argue that like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's / Sorcerer's Stone is a Christmas movie, because all the cloak stuff happens and they say, "Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron."
They literally have a Christmas chapter in every single book, though.
They do, but not in every movie. Though arguably the Yule Ball happens at Christmas time, and that's like a major point for movie 4. But you know how we should resolve this? We should just watch all the Harry Potter movies right now. Let's start them. Harry Potter movie marathon. Sleep is for the weak. I will get the turkey in the oven at like 3:00 in the morning.
Well, you don't want to do that because they're coming at like 5.
Yeah.
Unless you like cook it at like 100 degrees or something.
Low and slow.
I'm pretty sure that's how you kill the turkey.
That is probably how I make the worst turkey we have ever had.
I don't know where we were going with that, but I think we have a consensus. Die Hard Christmas movie, Sound of Music, Favorite Things, not a Christmas song. It's a good song. I'm not discrediting the quality of the song.
Shots
or the
fired.
movie.
It's somebody in marketing's fault that is associated as a Christmas song.
It probably is. Like it's associated with they're trying, like this is like the Charlie Brown plot, right?
Yeah.
They're commercializing Christmas, making it a secular event in our culture, and make it all about buying things and shopping and spending money instead of the birth of Jesus. And to me, that's what, in the context of Christmas, that's what that song means. It's all about commercialism, which is, again, what marketing is That's one of their main goals. The main goals, I guess, is to sell things.
Hey, marketing didn't get me when I bought all this stuff at Dollar Tree. That was just pure dopamine.
If you like this episode, give us some dopamine and
Slam that like button. Smash subscribe. Ring that notification bell.
there you go. And if you are on the audio side, give us that 5-star rating and review. It helps us grow. It helps us in the algorithm. It also makes us feel good.
5 golden stars.
Yeah.
4 jingly bells. 3 Santas. 2 Christmas trees.
2 kids and a beer.
And a podcast all about beer sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. And if you want to follow us, we are on all the social media platforms. We are on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, of course, and Rumble as well. And if you want to follow me personally, I am at Craft Parenting Joe on Instagram.
And I am at Caroline Creates Crafts. Editing Joe is going to love this.
Yeah. Do I still have the headband on?
You do.
We will see you again. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again tomorrow for day 16.
Bye.